You've seen the highlights, you've seen the shots go in, but what if I told you the real magic happens before the ball leaves her hands? It's not a secret, it's a science, and it all starts with a single dribble. This move shouldn't work, but Caitlin Clark makes it look easy. One quick dribble, one smart read, and just like that, the defense is off balance. Because when Caitlin controls the ball, it's not just about handling pressure, it's about shaping the floor. Defenders freeze, lanes open, and she sees all of it before it happens. In this video, we're breaking down how her dribbling creates space, breaks coverages, and opens up the whole offense, starting with this play against the Aces.
From the floor and has not taken a free throw attempt. There's her second field goal.
She looks up into the sky.
Always such a high percentage shooter. Here she is out on Caitlin, who shoots over her and hits a three. You saw her do it over Brianna Stewart.
10th, Aja Wilson had just knocked down a mid-range jumper and held her hands high, celebrating. But the very next possession, Caitlin Clark was waiting. Standing near half court, she gets a screen and immediately draws the switch. Aja is now guarding her. That's exactly what Clark wanted. She slowly walks her into the left wing. 2 calm dribbles, reads the space, and sees Aja giving her just a little too much room. That's all it takes. Caitlin rises up and fires a deep 3 right in her face. Hand up or not, it's already gone, and it splashes clean. Straight payback. You can see the calm in her footwork and how fast she gets into her shot. It's surgical. A setup to get the matchup she wanted and the confidence to punish it. A response and a reminder.
3rd year in her WNBA in terms of setting up her teammates. Clark behind the back, feed inside. 2 more for Howard.
9. Caitlin Clark brings the ball up the middle. Slow at first, then suddenly bursts toward the right wing. She stops on a dime with a slick behind-the-back dribble that gets her defender leaning. Just when it looks like she might blow by for a layup, the help defense rotates hard and shuts off the drive. No panic. Caitlin calmly steps back toward the free throw line, keeping her dribble alive with a between-the-legs move. But here's where the feel kicks in. While resetting, she catches a glimpse of Natasha Howard wide open under the basket. The defense was ball-watching just for a second too long. Clark reacts instantly and fires a pinpoint pass. Easy bucket. That's the kind of play that doesn't show up in highlight reels, but it shows exactly how she processes the floor. Handle, poise, timing, all in one possession.
Another second chance opportunity. Clark fire away and knocks down a 3.
And then right here. Boy, you've grown to love watching it.
8. 4th quarter. The Fever are trailing, and every bucket matters. Caitlin Clark brings the ball up the right sideline, and Atlanta's defense picks her up early. They're tight, trying to pressure her before the play even develops. But Caitlin stays composed. With a quick shift in momentum, she snaps a behind-the-back dribble that completely shakes the defender. Just like that, she's free. No hesitation. She slides into a smooth sidestep from around 30 feet out and fires. Splash. Wide open. Clean look. And she makes it look casual. As the shot drops, Caitlin swings her arms, calling for the crowd to rise with her. It's a momentum swing, plain and simple. A tough game suddenly has some life. And in the replay, there's one last detail. She's walking back, eyes locked on the defender she just left behind. Like she wanted her to know that what just happened wasn't just a bucket, it was a highlight.
Points or less. This has traditionally been a very tightly contested matchup. How about that shot? Stepping away from the right hand and knocking it down.
7. Back in her Iowa days, Caitlin Clark had plenty of highlights, but this one against Indiana stands out. She grabs the ball under her own basket and immediately turns on the Jets down the right side of the court. Her defender picks her up just past half court, ready for a battle, but Caitlin slows down and then breaks loose. Firstly, a hard crossover, then a quick between the legs. But she's not done. Right after that, she strings it into a behind the back, all in one motion. It's smooth, sharp, and completely throws the defender off rhythm. Just like that, Caitlin flows from the top of the key to the arc. With space now created, she plants, then fires a sidestep jumper. Clean release, confident lift. The shot goes up and drops straight through, even with a soft contest. But the real damage was already done with the handle. This one was all about control. And if you think that handle was smooth, wait until you see what she does later, turning a broken play into the coldest bucket of the night.
Martin, a deep one.
Martin three. They've seen the mid-range shot from her all night long, and right there, just knocking down a big one.
Clark, beautiful move to respond.
6 Valkyries just hit a big 3. Crowds loud, momentum swinging their way. But Caitlin Clark doesn't let the noise last long. On the very next possession, she gets a handoff at the top of the key and moves right, straight into a 2-player trap. Natasha Howard sets the screen, but the Valkyries defender tries to jump it early, slipping in right behind the screen. It's a tricky read. Most guards lose the ball there. But Caitlin's instincts are different. She sees it mid-stride and fires off a response move like it's second nature. A tight crossover right through the narrow space between Howard and the defender. That split-second reaction turns chaos into control. Suddenly, she's past both defenders, making them stack like bowling pins. It's open floor now. She glides to the basket and finishes the layup with ease. The crowd's quiet again. Because plays like that, that's not just speed or skill. That's real-time artistry.
Assists per game, best assist to turnover ratio in her career last season. Clark gets away with a little push, fall away, buries it. And a little reaction for the crowd.
5. Caitlin Clark's got a shadow. Her defender is glued to her, full court pressure, playing like a pest. Caitlin starts at the top of the key but retreats to the left wing, nearly to half court, just to secure the ball. But the pressure doesn't stop. Then she flips the switch. She darts back to the top of the key, and right there, the magic starts. A sharp crossover at full speed. Now there's a sliver of space, enough to work with. Then she does a Hesse, smooth and precise, and freezes the defender completely. You can see it. That moment of hesitation cost the defender everything. Caitlin steps back calmly, sets her feet, and buries the 3. The close out was just a second too late, but against Caitlin Clark, a second is all she needs. That's how she turns relentless pressure into highlight fuel. We're only halfway through, but the most disrespectful shot of this video is still coming. The kind that makes a defender rethink their entire approach.
Offensive rebounds. And look, there is no question that the paint is a completely different story as Clark just went right by her former teammate.
4. Caitlin Clark wastes no time. She brings the ball up the floor with serious speed, sprinting straight into the right wing. But just as she gets there, she slams the brakes. A slick behind the back slows her down and shifts the rhythm. Her defender creeps forward, thinking it's a chance to contain. But Caitlin's already 3 moves ahead. The bait worked. Just as the defender commits, Caitlin explodes with a quick, low between the legs dribble, like a trap door swinging open. She breezes past, leaving the defender behind without even needing a second move. Clean, simple, and ruthless. She finishes it with an easy layup, untouched. That whole play, it's not just about speed or skill, it's control. Caitlin controls the tempo, the spacing, and the defender's reactions, all within seconds.
See, we're seeing in terms of shooting in this game.
I think you have to love it. If you're a basketball big, Clark, look at this move. Little give and go in the paint. Yeah.
3. It starts simple. Caitlin Clark gets the ball at the top of the key. The defender's late, so she gives a quick pump fake. It works. The defender spins herself around trying to recover. Caitlin's already in her bag. She hits a sharp crossover into a step back. It looks like she's about to pull, but she hesitates, and now she's lost her dribble. Most players would panic, but not Caitlin. She uses slick footwork to create a sliver of space, just enough to dish it off to her teammate at the elbow, but she's not done. The second the pass leaves her hands, she's sprinting toward the paint. Her teammate bounces it right back. Now she's inside the restricted area. The center jumps to block her, but Caitlin stays calm, fakes, pivots cleanly, and then floats in the layup. That's not luck. That's rhythm, timing, and basketball IQ at its highest level. By the way, the final clip might just be Caitlin Clark's smartest read all season. You'll want to see how she sets it up.
Timeout, and I'm looking for them to keep going to Aaliyah Boston in that matchup inside.
Clark stepping back on the baseline.
2. This one's fast, so don't blink or you'll miss it. Caitlin Clark brings the ball up the left side after the Sparks score. The defender's camped on the 3-point line, ready. But waiting on Caitlin, that's never a good idea. She crosses over, right to left. Then the moment her defender steps in, Caitlin hits a smooth hesitation. That slight pause creates just enough space. She instantly reads it and explodes forward, driving baseline. But the defender recovers and cuts her off. No problem. Caitlin plants her foot, steps back, and launches into a one-legged mid-range jumper near the baseline. It's smooth, it's effortless, pure rhythm, straight buckets. All of this was created off a single change of pace and the instinct to adapt on the fly.
Out to Clark. Clark on the fake, Clark on the drive, behind the back to Boston. Extra pass, it's Wheeler.
1. Caitlin Clark catches the inbound near the logo around 31 feet out. A defender charges, closing ground fast. The pressure was expected. Caitlin's already 2 steps ahead. A textbook pump fake, fast and effective. The defender bites hard, flying past her like a missed exit. Now the lane's open. She attacks downhill, driving straight toward the basket, but the defense rotates. Help slides over, cutting her off right at the restricted area's edge. Stopped? Not even close. Caitlin anticipated this. The second her drive halts, she whips the ball behind her back. A sharp, low bounce pass slicing through the lane. Right on target. Aaliyah Boston gathers it clean near the baseline. Boston doesn't hesitate. 1 extra pass, a quick zip to the weak side wing. Erica Wheeler's waiting, wide open. Splash. 3 points, as clean as it gets. Did you notice the domino effect? 1 simple pump fake froze the first defender. That drive drew the entire rotation. The behind-the-back pass punished the overhelp. The extra pass found the open shooter. Poetry in motion? Absolute mastery. Clark saw the whole sequence before the closeout even jumped and turned it into pure, unselfish geometry. That's team basketball orchestrated by genius-level vision. 10 plays, 10 defenses picked apart like poetry. That's Caitlin Clark, turning pressure into pure motion. What's your favorite play from this video? Tell us down in the comments. Like and subscribe if you live for these breakdowns. We've got way more coming. And stay tuned, the highlight reel's still loading.